Hi, my name is Randy Siebold, Chancellor of Weimar College, and I'm here with Pastor Kevin Doe. Glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, and this is your first year at Weimar College, so we want to do a little bit of get to know you and take a few minutes here. Thanks for taking some time out of your, what I know is a busy schedule for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're doing several things on campus. You want to share a bit of the breadth of what the Lord has put on your plate right now?
Well, the primary responsibility is men's dean at the college, and what a responsibility that is. Being part of the lives of these young men, helping to guide and direct them and make sure that they keep up with the things they're supposed to keep up with. And also teaching geometry this year at the academy. Second time I've been wearing that hat. And thirdly, work education director for the college.
All right. Now, you mentioned second time you've been here at the academy. You're all over the campus. I mean, this is, you get lots of exercise getting back and forth, and the college and the academy across campus. So you were, and you also have some good friends here that you've connected with and some other things, but you've spent some time here teaching math before at the academy. You spent, what is that, a couple of years you were here?
Yeah, that's true. I came here in 1995.
So you came here to teach?
No, that's not true.
No, you didn't come here.
No, I came here in 1995 in June, actually, when I left the military, the Air Force, after 13 years, with the intentions of being a pastoral ministry student in August. I'd been accepted at the college already. But by the time August came, I was teaching at the academy, math and science courses.
The Lord, took you one direction and then shifts gears and takes you. Isn't the Lord likes to do that sometimes?
Yeah, he sure did. It was part of my experience.
So now you came out of the Air Force, and you were doing some teaching in the Air Force as well, weren't you? What kind of areas were you teaching there?
Yeah, I worked as a technician for the first 5 years on a flight line and reconnaissance systems, and then in the next 7 years I was teaching basically camera systems, and then also a laser seeking system.
And what was your training? You had some. Now you're teaching math. What?
Well, all the electronics and complicated mathematics that I was teaching in the Air Force kind of tied right over.
This was kind of a no-brainer when you go to high school math.
Down to algebra and geometry.
Yeah. Adventure. I know we had talked about maybe can you teach a calculus class for us or something? Yeah, because you've been doing a lot. So. The time with work ed. So, what is work education on campus? What is that? So there might be some folk out there who are not familiar with what work education is.
Well, we believe that the young people who come here not only need to learn academics, but they also need to have time where they're learning very practical skills. So we have a number of industries here on campus, from the farm to grounds to plant services to even the cafeteria and other things where they get to actually hone some additional skills that will make them a better resource in the hand of God in their future experiences.
Amen, amen. And also working with Guy's Dorm, and you've had some pastoral experience in the past. Now, you mentioned you were here at Weimar and you spent some time teaching. Now, you also spent some time in the college here in the past too, right?
Yeah, I was here for a year at the college, and then I actually left here with a friend of mine who used to be a medical director here on our way to Michigan to open up a lifestyle center.
So you were convinced of the medical missionary work a few years ago.
No doubt. No doubt.
This was back in the 90s.
That's it, yeah.
The 1990s.
1998, yeah.
and then went to Michigan, but you didn't end up, the Lord didn't follow that vision through.
Well,
so tell us about what happened.
The Lord followed His vision through, and what ended up happening is the lifestyle center ended up getting opened up in Battle Creek. And instead, I ended up in a little segue into seminary, quite a miraculous story. And did 3.5 years there, graduating in December of 2003.
What a great training, huh?
Yeah, it was.
And then so from the seminary then into?
Pastoral ministry. The Lord opened up the door for a two-church district in Jellicoe, Tennessee, in the northeast corner, right on I-75, in Jellicoe and La Follette.
So how was that experience?
It was a fantastic experience. Wonderful people, 8.5 years there pastoring.
Amen.
And knowing that something was going to happen soon in the future. Boys are getting older, ready for school, and just started praying about that and anticipating that something would happen.
Well, I remember when we were having conversations, I don't remember who it was I was talking to, but they said, wow, you got Kevin Doe decided to come, you got a good guy. I mean, this was they were really impressed with the ministry that you had in your conference, and it was a real blessing. So you were recognizing there's some transition coming, I'm not sure what it is, and so how did the Lord open the door? Somewhere between that and now you're at Weimar. So tell us a little bit about some of that story, because you had several adventures along the way too.
I think it mainly started with my wife's prayers.
Amen.
Isn't
that where it starts, huh?
Exactly. She knew she needed something else for the boys, a different experience, and every now and then she talked to me over the last year about Weimar, and I'd always say no. And had several reasons why I didn't want to move back this direction. But finally I just came to the place where I said, okay, Lord, whatever you want to happen. I started running into a lot of people that I knew from Weimar in the past and talking to various people on the phone. And then I went looking for one friend, and when I couldn't find him, I actually found out he was already here. So when I called him, the snowball started rolling from him to another, and people were calling me and having interviews. And I remember the conversation you and I finally had after I talked to several people, and you said, so what job are you applying for? Do you remember what my response was?
I don't.
I said, I'm not. and you said, well, what would you like to do? And I said, what's open? And you began telling me some things.
We had a couple openings. And
yeah.
I tell you, clearly the Lord has led you here, because
Yes.
you're doing a great ministry, a powerful work. So in part of that transition and coming here, now you have 5 children, and you brought most of the crew with you.
That's right, yeah. My oldest daughter decided she'd rather stay there with her husband and her baby. I don't really know why, but the second daughter ended up home for the summer. Some of her plans that she had to go on for further training had fallen through, and when this all unfolded, she decided to come with us. So she's working here, and brought our 3 boys. 2 are at the academy this year, 1 in 10th and 1 in 9th, and our last boy is still being homeschooled by mom.
Amen, amen. Well, I sure appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule to come and join us and take a few moments. And thank you also for joining us here. Have a great day.